Okay, so I'm going to tell you my top 10 products on the higher end of the money scale that have really helped me out in my everyday life. Right now I have a 7-month-old, so in the last 7 months what have really helped me. My number one product would be my stroller. I love to go out and about, so a stroller was very important to me because I knew I was going to be going on all terrain, so I went with the Bob Revolution SE, and I absolutely love it. Worth every single penny. Would recommend it to anybody who is a avid hiker or out and about farmer market kind of person. Bob, fantastic. Okay, so my second thing is my car seat. I went with the Kiko KeyFit 30. I absolutely love it. This car seat goes from 5 to 30 pounds. Your kid is very comfortable in it. It's easy to take in and out. It's easy installation. Fantastic car seat. Absolutely love it. Would recommend it to anybody. And most importantly, it was compatible with my Bob to make it a travel system. My third thing was my activity mat. My activity mat, I ended up going with the Happy Little Alliance from Target. You can only order online, but I really loved this activity mat. I was starting to feel guilty about having my son be awake and not entertaining him. So buying this mat helped me to be able to get things done around the house that I felt needed to be done. So I was able to set him on that. It really helped him out with his hand-eye coordination, and I didn't feel guilty about having to leave him be for 20-30 minutes awake. My fourth thing, and this might not be important to some people, but it was important to me. If you are a mom who likes to stick to a schedule and have your kid on a sleeping schedule, which was very, very, very important to me, I invested into a pack and play. I have a Graco pack and play that has the bassinet, changing table, things like that. I really like this pack and play. It's been very good for my husband and I. But if I really had a choice, I probably would have gone with the Kiko Lullaby. I'm a big fan of Kiko products. They're always very high quality, and they're always very sturdy and durable, and they have a very good resale value. So but I am very satisfied with my Graco pack and play. And so I ended up getting this so that when my son goes down at 7 o'clock, he sleeps from 7 to 7. And he's been sleeping through the night since he was 2 months old. That's why I think a schedule is so important, because he really does well on a schedule. I didn't want to be that kind of parent that was, oh, I need to go, my kid needs to go to bed at 7 o'clock. I wanted him to be used to sleeping in a pack and play if necessary. So that has been very good for me to use it. And I don't only use it for him taking naps. I used it when in his earlier age to actually, I have 3 dogs and 3 cats. So instead of just setting the activity mat in the middle of the room, I actually set it up in his pack and play in the bassinet, and felt comfortable with him being a little bit higher and kind of off the floor. So that was very good for me. I still use it at 7 months, taking it to grandma's house, taking it to friend's house, and putting my kid down at 7 o'clock so that we can have adult time and we don't feel pressured to leave. My fifth thing was actually my super play yard, and when my son was able to roll around on the ground and get from one side of the room to the other side, and he's almost crawling, it goes so quick. And now that he's becoming more mobile, I needed a place that I had set up that I could put him in and feel comfortable going and doing what I need to do. So I ended up getting a super play yard by North State, and I really like it. It goes from 6 panels to 8 panels. Cheapest place to buy it is Walmart. With the they actually have a package where you can buy the 6 panels plus the extension for $63, which is really, really good. So I ended up getting that. I have it set up in the corner of my living room, and when I go and do laundry, I can put him in there and he can self-entertain himself with toys and things like that and roll around. Very beneficial for me. My sixth thing is when he gets tired of being in that play yard, I'm able to switch him to his Jumperoo. So his Jumperoo, I went with the Love You Zoo Jumperoo. Really satisfied with it. It's all on personal preference. I don't really think any jumper is better than the other. The only reason that I went with this jumper was simply because I am a wildlife exhibitor. My father started a nonprofit organization called Predators of the Heart, and we do wildlife education conservation. So growing up with cougars and bobcats and alligators and a wildlife sanctuary, I want my son to be involved in that because it was very fun for me growing up. So That's why I went with the I Love You Zoo, because it has the animals on it, and I'll probably have the only 3-year-old that's like, oh look, there's a Coatimundi, or oh, do you know the difference between a cougar and a mountain lion? There is none, you know. So I'll probably, that's why I went with that. The 7th one would be my travel and full-size swing. My son loved the swing. Some kids do, some kids don't. So next swing, I am a huge fan of the Ingenuity by Bright Starts collection. It is a silent swing that runs off energy. Of course it runs off energy, but it has an energy saver to run off batteries. I used my swing, I'm not kidding you, every day for 1 hour to 2 hours at a time, and I didn't change the batteries in 6 months. So it was a great swing. I also have a travel swing. I wouldn't recommend that you have to buy both, but for me, I tried to have a baby for 5 years, so having him close to me, I was a little bit overbearing for the first 3 or 4 months, but I'm better now. But it was, when I was taking a bath, I wanted him in the bathroom with me, so in case anything happened. If I was out in the living room, I used his full-size swing. So anyway, wouldn't recommend that you have to get both, but the travel swing, next baby I'll probably stick with the Ingenuity collection and go with an all-in-one that has like the swing and bouncer all-in-one. So my eighth thing, okay, this was the hardest thing for me to purchase, this was the hardest thing for me to come to a conclusion on, and I tried a few before I even stuck with what I have now, but was my baby carrier. When you go into stores and things like that, like when I go into Costco, I'm 5'5", 5'6", and it's hard for me to see over a cart and a car seat. So like when I'm at Costco, I had to slide his car seat to one side and be able to see down one, and I still was looking around a car seat. And that was simply because he was, it just cut off my vision. So I ended up investing into a carrier. I did a lot of research, lots and lots and lots of research, and I ended up going with the Boba, and I'm very satisfied with this carrier. But I tried the Beko Butterfly. I love that carrier, great, and I like the Ergo. I like the Ergo a lot, but the only problem is that if switching from you to your husband, size-wise, depending on, you know, if your husband's kind of the same size as you, it's pretty easy. But with the Ergo, if your husband's a little bit bigger than you or thicker, you're gonna have to buy the extension straps and things like that. So that's why I went with the Boba instead of the Ergo. But I love both of them. I mean, when it comes to a carrier, if you stick with a Beko, Boba, or a Ergo, you're going to be happy. My 9th thing, which you probably won't start using until he's about 5 to 6 months old, is your high chair. I have a Kiko Poly, and I absolutely love it. I will be doing reviews on all these things individually so that you can see what I like and what I don't like, because in any baby product, you're going to like some things, you're not going to like other things, but you're going to be hopefully overall satisfied with your purchase, which is how it is for me. My number 10 would be my breast pump. So breast pumps are very expensive. If your insurance covers having a breast pump come to your house and having you rent it, that might be beneficial for you. I had trouble breastfeeding, so I had to pump exclusively, and pumping exclusively is a very hard thing to do. But I had the I had the hospital grade pump at my house by Medela. It was alright. I mean, it wasn't like, oh wow, this is fantastic. I actually like my Avent IQ a lot better than the hospital grade pump. The reason for that is that you're able to start pumping it really slow and and you control the suction and how much comes by just squeezing it. And then once you get built up to full blown, you're able to push the button and it stays at that speed and suction power. And then if you need to stop, you just push the button. So I really, 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 really recommend and love the Avent. One thing about the Avent, so it comes with, I'll be doing a review on it later, but it comes with these soft pads that go on the inside of the suction cup, and I actually took those out. Milk got behind it. It was just one more thing to clean, but I found that when I just went on the plastic that I had no problems with it and I really enjoyed it. So those are my top 10 higher end things that made my life easier on my day-to-day life, and hopefully that helps you when it comes to like what you should and should not get. I will do a top 10 of things that I don't even think are necessary, and I will do a top 10 of things that I love on the smaller end and the more affordable / baby register end that people can afford for you. You're going to find out that when you start registering for products, you're probably not going to get your very expensive products. So I started purchasing my expensive products when I found out I was pregnant, and even before then, because I'd been trying for 5 years and I wanted a child. And you're going to find out that it's probably going to be beneficial and smart for you to buy those more expensive things and add more of the smaller items to your register, because a lot of times you end up having to purchase those higher end products or higher priced items after your baby shower because you didn't get them. So, but you do get gift cards and things like that. So anyway, I hope this helps you. My name is Ashley, and this is Tiny Wonders Review. Thank you.